In your long and grueling process of becoming a profitable trader, which some of you haven't gotten to yet, you might have seen gurus flexing 70, 80, 90% win rates. Well, I would like to tell you today, especially, that is all and utter bollocks. It is rubbish. Nobody has a win rate higher than 60% maybe. That is where I'll draw the line. 70%, 80%, 90% win rate strategies are not a thing. Those gurus are either trying to sell you a course or they're trying to use you for money. Now, first of all, why should you listen to me? I sound quite young, so maybe I probably shouldn't know what I'm talking about. Well, to build up some credibility for my name, if we go over to my Discord server, I have been tracking my trading progression over the last 3 years of my trading career. I have been trading for 3 years, and 2 out of those 3 years, I have been a profitable trader. Don't believe me? Well, if we go to my Discord server, we go to Ralph's trading section, I have posted every single entry, every single setup, every single piece of analysis, every single trading related thing I have ever done, I have posted here for years and years and years. You could scroll for a lifetime. Everything that is here through the progression of all my strategies, my trading career, everything is all there. Don't believe me? Go have a look yourself. My Discord server link will be in the description, the top link in the description for you to join yourself. We have a very active community, nearly 500 members. Look at my trades. You can take them live. I posted this one literally 10 minutes ago of how this trade is going. I missed my entry sadly. But yeah, that should build up my credibility. So let's try and explain why your win rate will never be higher than 50%. So if we just dumb the market down very, very much, okay, we have 2 circumstances in the market. Price either goes up or price either goes down. Now here is a question of the century. Can people predict where price is going to go? Can people predict accurately that price is either going to go up or go down 100% of the time? Well, brainstorm, think about it. And I would like to tell you that the answer is a big no. Nobody knows what the market is going to do next, okay? None of your trading like the bank strategies, your ICT, smart money concepts, order, fair value gap, liquidation, order block, liquidity void, fair value gap tree, oak birch tree to the next Wagyu beef entry candlestick formation in the north of Saturn using the fair value gap of the seahorse of the North Pole. No. It doesn't predict the market. Trading a strategy will never give you an edge over the market, okay? And I will explain later about how you can actually have an edge over the market and what can tip you over the edge of profitability, like what I do. So now we understand that nobody can predict the market because people sitting at their desks at home don't have the secret of what the market is going to do, okay? Nobody controls the market. There are millions of banks out there trading. There are millions of people out there trading, and each of them have their small part to play in the market. So saying that one person could predict where these millions of people, individuals, corporations, industries, call them whatever, know what all of them combined are going to do to the market at that moment is utter rubbish. And anyone trying to sell you anything to do with that is either trying to sell you a course or make money off of you. And I would just like to say I am not one of these people. I preach utter simplicity, utter rule risk management, and I am the most transparent trader you'll ever find. I post everything, my losses, my wins, monthly summaries, everything is here. I post all my losses, all my wins, when they happen, okay? I have a loyal community. You take the same trades I do, some of them do. I have summaries on all my trades all the time. So I would just like to prove to you that I am fully transparent. This was just a week ago where I passed a funded account, or a phase 1 of a funded account. These are my trades that I'm showing, all my losses, my wins. I had a good run of trades here. And this was the email that I passed, phase 1. But I post monthly summaries of my win rate. So now we understand that no one can predict the market and price either goes up or down. We can narrow it down to price going up 50% of the time and price going down 50% of the time, because they're the only 2 outcomes that can occur in the market. So if price can go up 50% of the time, and price can go down 50% of the time, and nobody can predict the market, that means that win rates will only be 50% ever, because nobody knows what's going to happen. So your win rate will only be as good as 50%. If you were to take a random chart and you were to go long in random positions and go short in random positions, and you'd use a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and you do that randomly over the course of a long duration of time, over 100 trades, you would have 50 wins and 50 losses. And using a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, your account should be on break even. Don't believe me? Go to a backtesting software or just scroll really far down and test it for yourself. Your win rate will be break even, your trade will be break even, and you would have the exact same losses and wins. So now we've established that being brain dead on the market will give you a 50% win rate. If you have a win rate that is less than 50%, then what you're currently doing in your trading career is your win rate is worse than if somebody was to brain deadly enter on the market with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So if your win rate is below 50%, then you need to really rethink your trading and try and change up your approach a little bit, because getting a 50% win rate is not that hard. So now we know you have a 50% win rate. How do you make money in the market? Well, it is very, 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 very simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it with fancy strategies that take 25 minutes of analysis for one trade. All you have to do is the very simple fact of making more in the wins than you lose on your losses. If you make more on your winners than you lose on your losses, and we know that you'll have a 50% win rate, that means that you now have a profitable trading approach. So how do you make more on your wins than your losses? Well, it is very simple. Using this little long position, short position tool, you notice that you have this little number called your risk to reward ratio. All you have to do is make that larger than 1. You make it 1.05, and over a few years of your trading career, you will be a profitable trader, even if you just entered randomly on the market. So what is the point of trading with a strategy? You might have that question, because if the win rate is only going to be 50%, then what's the point of trading a strategy? Well, a strategy is not for you to predict where price is going to go. It is there for you to be able to have a set risk structure. So my strategy, I like to look for short-term trends. So we'll take NZD/JPY, which I am currently long on at this current moment. But these are my 2 trades that I took previously. I like to trade with trends. So, bullish trend, I went for a long. What do we see? We see that I put my stop loss below this low here. So, if I'm trading with a trend, it's not for me to predict where price is going to go. I have no idea where price is going to go. It is just for me to be able to set my risk out in a clear and formed manner. So, with a trend, price usually does something like this. And if price ever breaks one of these lows in an uptrend, that is called bearish structure. So that is now probably going to go in a downtrend. So if you're a trend trader, your stop losses will be somewhere in this zone here, below this low. Because if price ever comes down to this low and stops you out, that is going to go against you because it's starting a bearish trend. So that is why my strategy allows for very good and accurate risk management. It is not to predict the market. I have no idea what's going to happen. It is just so I can have a set risk structure. Support and resistance is a very, very easy strategy to manage your risk on, because it allows for clear areas in price for you to set your stop loss at. Okay, let's say price was just moving in between these 2 areas, and you decide, okay, price is at resistance, let's sell. A very, very easy way to put your stop loss, or place to put your stop loss, would simply just be above the resistance zone. Because if price ever breaks this resistance zone, your trade is going to go against you, most likely. So that is why you want to put your stop loss there. And having your stop loss there allows you to now allocate your take profit to make it more than a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Most people would put it at the support zone, which allows for a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio, which would be really effective. So these are why strategies like mine and support and resistance work so well, because they have a very nice way of managing your risk. You won't have a 50% win rate the whole year, okay? Some months you will have good months, and some months you will have bad months, okay? My bad months recently, where if I write this out, in December, I lost about 10% of my account. Simply because the market conditions were not great for a trend strategy. Markets were very choppy, up and down, with no real trend. So if you're trying to trade trends in consolidation, it's never going to work. But last month, in February, I made about 25% of my account. If we scroll up on my Discord, if I'm able to find it, and the summary of February, I posted a big, long, massive essay, here it is, about February. This is, I'm not going to read this all here. I would highly recommend reading this if you join my Discord in the description. But yeah, I made about 50% of my account in a few weeks, and over the end, I had a 65% win rate. And this was halfway through February. And this increased even more towards the end of February. So if I have a 65% win rate, that goes against everything I've said about this video. Well, different months will give you different win rates. Some months will have better market conditions for your strategy than other months. So let's say in February, you could have a 65% win rate. But in March, the market conditions change and you now have a 35% win rate. Over the year, you will have months like February and months like March. But over the year, this will all average out to 50%. Because some months will be really good for you and some months will be really bad for you. So, over the year, your win rate should average out to 50%. Some months will be better than other months, and some months you'll lose more money than the other months. But this is the very simple concept of 50-50 win rates and why they happen and how you can trade around it, how you can make money with this strategy. Ask any professional trader who's not trying to sell you something and they will tell you that they have a 50% win rate. I've been trading profitably for 2 years and my win rate on average every year has only been 50%. No matter how good of a trader you are, your win rate will never go above 60%. Maybe if you have been trading for 10 years, you have ultimate experience, you see more candles than you see in your parents or members of the public because you've been sitting in your basement trading. You might push maybe a 55% win rate, maybe even a 60% win rate. But that will mostly be it. No more, no less. So I hope you guys can take away the key information, which is basically just making more on your winners than you lose on your losers. But yeah, I hope you found some good value in this video. Please join my Discord in the link below, which you can trade all of my trades live as they happen. I have members getting 100k funded accounts past, trading with my signals. Oh, they're not even really signals. They're just me showing that I am legit. Trade them if you want. I don't recommend it because everyone trades differently. And copying my trades will not develop your trading itself. But whatever is up to you, I could not care less. But I hope you guys have learned a lot from this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.